Truth is, I cannot call myself a religious person, but I am a God fearing man. And even though sometimes I fail, I try to live my life as such. I wake up every morning and I thank God for opening my eyes and providing me another day in this miraculous planet He has created for us. I try to focus on positivity and how to make my life and the life of those around me better. Joe Biden's presidency has proven to be a true test of my capabilities of actually practicing what I preach. And I'm not going to lie to you, he has made it damn near impossible. Check this out.
We do need more money, but we don't just need more money for vaccines for children eventually. We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money.
Let's just try to do something for a second, okay? No bias, no Republicans, no Democrats, just logical people trying to think logic, okay? There's two possible scenarios on what he said. Scenario one, we are getting a pandemic. Scenario two, we do not get a pandemic. So, with scenario one, if we are going to get a pandemic, what better way to blame more stuff, more of your failures on another pandemic? I mean, it has worked so far. Scenario number two, we do not get a pandemic. What better way to label yourself as our savior by preventing another looming pandemic that we had coming for us? Some will call that a win-win, but whatever. Everywhere I look, and in everything that constitutes our way of life, somehow Biden has dipped his fingers in it, and it seems like he's on a relentless pursuit to basically destroy everything there is. I just don't get it. Anyway, I want to break down this little video clip of him that warning us about the pandemic. It's going to be a short little video, and we're going to get into that right after this intro. Welcome back. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, like, and share this video. There are many on both sides of the aisle, but let's be honest, the majority of them is on the left, that they start their day anxious and eager to try and justify some kind of misery with a misery. Looking for wrong where it does not exist and dismissing right what it does. They consider the absolute one and only determining factor of what constitutes a truth and a fact is determined based on the individual that provides it. Totally oblivious of what they actually live every single day of their lives. They will believe anyone that fits their narrative, which is the narrative they were manipulated to believe, and everyone else that disagrees is considered a dire enemy, a bigot, or a trumper. I try to be the exact opposite. I do not want any president or any leaders of this nation to fail, because if they fail, that is the same as the nation and its republic itself failing. I do not wake up every single morning thinking, oh, let me go see what Biden messed up today. But you know what? For shit sure, I'm living in it, and so do you. And any which way you want to spin it, that's a fact. So let's break down Joe's announcement. We need more money. Okay, we can all agree on that. Every nation needs more money to provide for its republic. But Joe seems he has forgotten that money is earned. It's not printed and then given. That's one of the reasons why we're in this financial mayhem that we're in right now. So Joe, how are you proposing that us as a nation earn this money? Did you think about our financial responsibilities and our foreseeable financial future before you decided to go ahead and give $50 billion to Ukraine for a democracy that does not really exist there? And before all of you standing with Ukraine and standing with everything else except America jump down my throat, let me just say this. I'm not against it. There's a lot of people more capable and more knowledgeable and smarter than I am to be able to make this kind of decision. But I do not need an IQ of 1,000 or a degree to know that such decision should not be made at the cost of the nation that elected you and the promise that you made to them to provide a better life for them. Did you think about all those things when eager to undo everything the previous administration had done? Because allegedly, everything the previous administration had done was bad for us. You went ahead And with the stroke of your pen, you just undid everything. Over 100 executive orders first day in office. Look, guys, the problem is not that Joe keeps on blaming everything and everyone. The real problem is that there's millions out there that are absolutely convinced that all of a sudden, out of the blue, for no reason at all, oil producers decided to price gouge, manufacturers decided to stop manufacturing, and shipping companies decided to stop shipping. And worse yet, all of us, we're just living the dream, we're just not capable of seeing it. I mean, this is a fucking joke. Actually, you know what? No, it's not a joke. It's a freaking tragedy. What is happening is a freaking tragedy. So then he says that we need more money for another pandemic that is coming. So how are you so certain, Joe, that there is another pandemic coming? I mean, you didn't say if or when. You seem pretty sure. So how do you know? What is there something more that you know you're not telling us? Maybe was it science that told you? What in your infinite wisdom, since we have some kind of experience with such a thing now, us, the people, should be ready to do? More masks maybe? More quarantines? A little bit more distancing? Or the good old faithful jab? Just in case you're wondering, the answer is very simple, and the Democratic Party has demonstrated over and over again. When there is no one else or nothing else to blame your failures on, a pandemic seems to be a very reliable and undisputable crisis that you can blame all your failures on. Unless, of course, you're Trump, because if you are Trump, then it's your fault. And it's not me saying it. I'm going to play that last little video of Joe making clear for the rest of us. There you go. Check it out.
We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money.
But of course, yes, the previous outfit did not do as good of a job as this outfit. You know what, Joe? If you did such a good job, how come we're getting another one now? But anyway, unless Joe can give us some kind of evidence of where exactly his certainty of another pandemic we're about to face is coming from, his version of thinking ahead, like he said, is to create more fear-mongering tactics and pass the buck on everything else. The Democratic Party is the true definition of if you build it, they will come. And the only thing they have proven they're able of building is chaos, destruction, mass manipulation, and division. You know, when our forefathers mentioned in the Constitution, against all enemy, foreign and domestic, what we are living right now every single day of our lives, it's exactly what they warned us of. Maybe that's the reason for this relentless push of this trendy subject of common sense gun control. You know, that's a separate issue, but in my opinion, part of the same agenda. And maybe we're going to talk about that on a different video. Until then, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, like, and share this video. Until next time, God bless us all. God help us all.